happening. For some reason, I didn't put us on the screen.
Oh.
Hold on. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right, Sal, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. Living the dream. How about yourself?
You know what? Past couple days been pretty good, but
yeah,
a couple days before that were a little shit.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. My cat's gonna knock my light over. Get the fuck away. It's kind of funny because the further I get through it this week, the more I realize how much stuff I had my Instagram logo on and stuff like that, and like my Instagram name on. Like I didn't even realize it was on that countdown until it was playing.
Yeah.
And just like all the things I would have had to essentially give up or redo or edit.
Dude, it's nuts. I can't even imagine. Like, I'm just super glad. Like, the second I saw you posted, I was like, oh my God, dude. Like, you just hit 10K. Like, it was, I don't know. I lost it the morning I saw that. I was like, dude, oh my God.
So it was funny because when I first realized it was actually the Saturday night and I was really high.
Yeah.
So I almost like convinced myself that I was just making it up and I fucked something up. I was like, no, I'll deal with this tomorrow. Like,
yeah, fuck it.
No. Then the next morning was also the morning of the Toronto or Mississauga Reptile Expo.
Right.
So I woke up like 6 o'clock to go help Billy out at his table. And then, yeah, it was one of those things that I kept trying to not think about all day. But every time either someone brought it up or like,
dude.
It fucked me up so much that like all Monday I was out. I couldn't even check on my snakes. Like it was bad.
Oh yeah.
And that was after I got it back.
I could imagine, man. And that's the worst part too. Like you saw it at night, then you woke up in the morning, realized that this wasn't something you did, and then had to go to the show where you're like, obviously you don't want to be there and be like a downer about Instagram, but it's hard not to. Like, that sucks, dude. It's being brought up right in your face at that moment. So
yeah, it was a hard day. Like, it was funny because I was supposed to go over to Nick's after the expo, and I called him and I was like, man, I can't do it. I'm going home. And then even Monday's the day we usually feed. And I just told him, I was like, don't even wait for me. Just do what you need to do. And, yeah, it was just like, it's silly because it started as something like, looked at in the grand scheme of things, losing a social media account shouldn't mean much. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, we should all just be able to be like, well, that sucks, and start again. Like,
yeah, for sure.
But that kind of was like the starting point. And then there was just a bunch of like little tiny shit that just like piled on top all day at the expo, and then having to revisit that every like seemingly like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, people coming up like, oh shit, man, what happened?
Yeah.
Like, all right, let me say it again. But,
yeah, and it just, it just shut me down. Like, I was so worn out that I couldn't do anything. And I'm lucky that basically most of our grow up stuff is at Nick's. Like, the only thing that's left at Sierra's place is my adults. So, I mean, I don't have to check their waters as often.
No, for sure.
But luckily, all that other stuff's at Nick's, so he kind of just covered for me. But yeah, man, like it's something so silly and small, right? But
yeah.
Then once it's gone, though,
it's hard.
Then once it's gone, you realize how much fucking time and effort you put into it. Like,
yes, exactly. And like that, you know, if you had just started your account, you know, I guess it's no big deal. But it's just, for me too, it's not just the followers, it's the pictures, man. It's the memory. It's knowing how small something was back at this point, and like how much this thing has changed and grown. And like, we all get phones and shit so often that, like, I know a lot of your stuff gets transferred over, obviously, but if it doesn't, though, then you're kind of fucked. And like,
it's actually funny that you say that, because I kind of use my Instagram as a calendar in my own head. Like,
yes, that's what I'm.
For the most part, I remember dates and stuff like that. But if I'm like, wait, when did that girl lay last year? I go through my Instagram, because that's the easiest way for me to access that information. Exactly, and that's actually not even something I can. What's that?
It's just so quick. It's so quick and easy, and you can, just by looking at a group of photos, you're like, okay, it was around this point because
yes, exactly,
beside her, you know, like it.
Yeah, 100%,
but man.
That was something I hadn't even considered. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
No, but the thing that really got me was I lost all my messages. There are so many people that I have no contact with any other way, that only I only know through Instagram. I know their random Instagram handle that they message from, right? Like,
oh man, see, that's something I didn't think about right there. Is just those message feeds, and like being able to go back and like, oh, when did I grab this off of this person? Oh, I'll just go check the messages, blah blah blah. Man.
Yeah, so like couldn't check a single one of my messages. And then on top of that, I had all these people giving me all this advice, like, oh, use Facebook Business Suite, you'll be able to access this, and oh, do that. Like, and there's just like little tiny bits of hope flying at me from different directions.
Yeah, perfect.
And every single thing that I read was basically like, oh, your account's gone? Tough fucking luck. That's it.
Too bad.
Like, you might get it back in 3 months, but likely never, right? So like, just sitting there like, oh, fucking, are you joking? Like, okay, I guess.
Oh my god. I hate that useless feeling where it's like, just, what the fuck am I supposed to do?
And people are like trying to help you, and you're just like,
yeah,
right,
you're trying.
Thank you.
Yeah, I haven't tried that yet, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fine because they're trying to be helpful, so you can't be.
Like it's nobody's fault.
No, for sure.
But I just got stupidly lucky. Like, come like 10:30ish on that Sunday night, I got like a notification because I tried to log in again, and it just said like you can like send a message in now to appeal. Like, it basically told me, yeah, your account's fucking deleted. but you can try to appeal it. And I was like, oh, all right.
Okay.
So I just sent in an appeal just saying, I don't believe I violated any terms of service. You know, I've had an Instagram for, I don't know, 5 years now.
Man.
You know, I have no idea what I could have done wrong.
Yeah, like what did I do at this point?
And then about an hour later, for some reason, I just had this weird feeling that I should try to sign in. And I did. And it just logged me in and everything was fine.
So you didn't get any message back? It just went back to working, essentially.
If I would have never checked it again, I would have just assumed it was deleted.
Dude, that is so fucked up. Like, no explanation, just like, oh, whoops, our bad. Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Unreal, man. I was wondering what happened. I was like, I wonder if they messaged him. Did they tell him why? Did they? Nothing, just...
It's funny because the next day I tried to post a status. Like just saying, hey, I didn't get any info. I don't know what's happening. Like this is what happened. And I still had to have had like 50 people like, yo, what happened? And I was like, I wish I knew. I wish I had an answer. I don't. They gave me nothing. Didn't get an email for the deletion. Didn't get an email for the reactivation. I got just that one pop-up message saying, yeah, your account's been deleted. And that was it.
That is fucked, man. That was another thing, because I even like when I was talking like to a couple of closer people, they're like, "You didn't get like an email or anything." I was like, "I don't think so. I feel like if we would have got an email, there'd be like a bit more of an explanation as to why." Mm-hmm. But it's kind of shocking, and like I think because it happened to Billy and then so quickly happened to you, it was just like an eye opener for a lot of people who do have these accounts. Like maybe we have to start backing up our shit and like having another plan, because it just happened so quick without any sort of warning. Like you didn't post anything the day before that was like, fuck this group of people, or like,
so it's actually
like
funny. Hold on. It's actually funny because I did not say fuck any group of people. Let's start with that.
Yeah, let's go there. As I said that, I was like,
let's begin this conversation that way, just so there's no misconceptions here. But what actually I did do that I didn't consider right away is, if you recall, and you might not, but I posted a couple times about it, somebody stole one of our pictures again. And
yes,
as you know, I am not a fan of that happening. Like, give me some credit, man. We made the snake. All you got to do is tag me. It takes a second. That's all.
Exactly.
Post 100 of my fucking pictures. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, go ahead.
Harvest all the likes you want. Just give me some fucking credit. So I actually posted, because I had sent them a direct message and I commented on the picture a couple times, and then commented on a couple other pictures from people that I also knew. And finally I just said, fuck this. And I shared the picture to my story and said, hey guys, report this.
Yep.
So if someone possibly reported my story, maybe to a computer program, that would look like me trying to harass someone.
That's true.
And then as soon as they, I send in the appeal, and as soon as it comes across a real person's desk, they go, oh shit. Like,
yeah.
Whoops.
And then like, okay, I get that. But then it pisses me off because it's like, you see all these other pages where people are reposting the fact that we should be reporting them, and they do get reported, and nothing comes of it. Yet you do something like that where someone's actually doing something they shouldn't be, which I understand that there's like, once you put shit online, like anyone can use it technically, but it's a dick move though, is what it is. Like, it's so easy. You're stealing it from someone's Instagram. You're already on there. Just hit that little copy and paste button. It takes 2 seconds, and then the person probably won't give a shit at all. They'll actually be like, sweet, man.
Do you want to know what grinds my gears more than no credit?
Yes.
The ones that fucking literally put credit and then question mark.
Yeah.
Like, just take it out completely. Just lean fully into stealing.
Exactly. Yes.
Like, just be a fucking thief, man.
Yeah. Just put stolen exclamation mark. Like,
not mine. Like,
like
anything.
Dude, like, you're so right. I hate that. Credit question mark.
There's no way you don't know.
How did you not know, man?
No.
Like, okay, so the only way you would know is if you stole it from another person who's also being a dick. So you're just like, you're making that line go even longer now.
So yeah, if you're now stealing that picture from the person that's already a dick,
yeah,
then you're kind of a dick by association anyway. So
yeah, exactly. Like
you're walking in traffic.
You're in line with that now. So yeah, it's so true, man. That's such a good point. God, it annoys me. And that's
I went a little too far there.
No. No, I don't think so. It's happened to me a couple of times, and I've done similar things. Like I've direct messaged, and like one of the guys did get back to me in the comments and was like, "Oh, I took it from another page," and I was like, "What other page?" And
that's what they always say.
I know. I'm like, "No, you didn't, man. I'm not that popular, so shut up. I'm not on other pages. Like, don't act like
if
that.
there's
like,
one more popular than you, and I found you,
yeah, like, come on, man. Like, just think about it. Just tell me you stole it, and then that's it. I'll even be happy at that. Just admit.
Yeah, at that point, I'll just block you, and if you keep my picture up, I mean, all the power to you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like fine.
You're not taking any more, but if you want to keep
you're
that
not getting
one up,
anything else, so you can have that one photo. But yeah, man.
But no, anyway, so the whole reason I started on that topic was because of the countdown at the beginning of the episode and the Instagram, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
But the whole point of that is it was something that, say, at the start of the weekend, say after work on Friday, did I expect to be basically crippled by that all day Sunday? Like, is that something that you could foresee happening? No. I sure didn't. And it fucked me up. Like, yeah, I was messed up. And it's so weird. Like I was saying before, it's something that seems inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
If you die, someone's not going to be like, "What happened to his Instagram account?"
Yeah. But what happened to his Instagram? Yeah, no, for sure. But
I don't know. It's still like it's a lot of work, and I guess it was just enough to kind of nudge me down, and then every little thing that kind of came after that just hit a little harder, right? So
yeah, of course.
But it's just crazy. Like, I was looking forward to Sunday more than any other expo I think I'd ever been to.
Yep.
Just because I hadn't seen anybody in forever, right? Like,
yeah, man. It's crazy, dude. Like, it's just so nice that, yeah, it sucks that you had that energy going into the weekend where you're like, yes, dude, Sunday, like, you get that kind of exciting feeling. Reminds you of when you're like a kid where you get those exciting feeling for when you have to wait a couple nights or whatever, and you're like, all right, let's just get past Saturday. Yeah, it sucks getting that hit though on Friday or Saturday, like right before. It just kind of takes it down and it brings down your energy, you know. Like
you know what the funniest part is too. Not only had I just hit 10K, I just had my best performing post ever on Instagram. Also,
son of a bitch, man.
Yeah. So it couldn't just be the one thing, of course.
Yeah, right? No, of course not. It had to be coupled with a bunch of great stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind."
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, you've made it to the top, sir. This is the best you're getting.
This is as far as you go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Go directly to jail, motherfucker. Yeah. Like, yeah, dude.
But anyway, like, it's hard for people that deal with anxiety or deal with depression, stuff like that. Like, it's hard enough to deal with just the normal day-to-day crap that comes along with that as just part of everyday life. Like, it's crippling sometimes. But then to have something that should realistically only be a minor inconvenience happen, like, it's enough to fucking, you know, like, just take you off your feet.
Yeah. 100%. We're whether you like it or not. And like, I'm not even huge on social media. I don't do a lot of social media. I have because of snakes, because of the hobby and the industry and the people surrounding it. But I never was on it before. Now that I am, if it's taken away, it would be a huge difference to me, like a huge difference. And I think a lot of people depend on these platforms and having these conversations with people about the hobby, because that's the only thing that brings them out of their shell. And I can vouch for that. That is me. That's the only thing that brings me out, is talking about snakes, basically. Like that is my interest. That's what I like talking about. And if it was taken away, it does suck. And then, like you said, if with someone with anxiety or depression, it's going to hit much harder, man.
And it like I was saying before, it especially sucks when you realize that all these conversations that you were having, that you'll never continue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one thing to know somebody outside of Instagram, but like if you and I are having a conversation on that platform, you know what I mean? I could come on here and talk to you about something totally different, and then when we're done, you go back to Instagram. You're still, you know what I mean? So you still lose those conversations, even with people that you talk to otherwise.
Yeah,
there's a lot more kind of buried inside the Instagram like idea, I guess.
Oh yeah,
and it seems like at the surface.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not just about pictures, and like there is so much more to it. It is like a memory bank, like we were saying before. It's you know, it's a good way to go back, and like you said, I never even thought about the message aspect, and that it's so true. There's just stuff like I like to go back and read certain things, and I'm like where was I at this point when I was talking to this person? Like it's just kind of weird how it's set up like that, but it is, and it's like a new age forum basically. Like I don't know how many people here used to do the reptile forums, but like we're not on those reptile forums anymore. So Instagram is that to me, like in a sense, you know. So it's.
Is my microphone picking up these fucking cicadas?
Not on my end, I don't think.
Okay,
that's
good.
Nuts.
They're
though. Holy
really
shit,
fucking loud.
Wow. Oh, maybe it is actually. It's faint.
Hold on. Here it comes.
Oh. Definitely.
They're so fucking loud, man. They're in the trees behind my house.
That is nuts.
Huh. Sorry. I was just like, wow, that's especially loud. Like they're usually loud here, but Jesus.
I thought I heard it, but no, I definitely heard it there. That's crazy. Loud son.
Oh, well, there you go. That's okay. I like cicadas.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet, actually. Interesting little bug.
Yeah.
They are very, like, if you go look, I don't really remember exactly the story about them, how they, like, hibernate for, it's like years, isn't it?
27.
That's ridiculous. Like, what a fine wine of a bug, you know?
That's a way to put it.
Yeah. Anyway.
So that was my venture into the weekend. I got very lucky come Monday and Tuesday. I had a couple days that were not terrible.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm obviously feeling a lot better today, which is great.
Awesome.
But like, I was at a point where I actually put off feeding my hatchlings on Monday, which I never do.
Yeah.
Like, out of everything, the only, like, even if I put off everything else in the snake room, feeding the hatchlings always happens.
Absolutely, man.
And I put it off by a day, and I don't know, I feel like a bag of shit for it.
Well, me too. Me too. It's getting them off that exact schedule sucks, man. And like I've never experienced it up until now, but I know exactly what you mean because I will. If I'm having an off day, I'll skip everything else, but they're getting fed. Mm-hmm. It's like my number one concern, and like everyone else can kind of wait. As much as I would like to get to them, just sometimes you're just not having that day, and it's hard enough just at least getting them done. So I can imagine what you're going through if you have to skip that, and that's
yeah, it was brutal.
That's part of it.
But I mean, it is what it is, and you know what? I mean, I say I skipped it. It was half. I wasn't feeling it. Half. I got a little bit too high when I got home. So I don't know. Like I'll take 50%. I'll take 50% of the blame for that. Maybe like 70% because I also was the one that chose to get high.
But that only accounts. That's like 10%. So 60%, let's say.
Okay, well then that sounds way
in the middle. Yeah,
that sounds way
better.
Bad.
That's not bad.
Got to negotiate with myself. But no, it's just it's really silly, because at the end of the day, these animals, they need us, right? Like having an off day every once in a while isn't the end of the world. But like if that would have been worse, like today's what, Wednesday? Like if I would have been down and out for essentially 4 days of not looking after my collection, like especially in the middle of the heat wave we're having, like,
oh, dude,
who the fuck knows? Like if an animal ran out of water on that Sunday, and then with this heat wave, and I went to check it, say tomorrow, especially a hatchling that's only had one meal.
Oh yeah.
Is there a chance it's dead? Yep.
Yep. Very good chance. Very good chance.
So it's a scary thought. Like to think that I could get to a point where I like willingly skip a day, and I don't even really count Sunday because I literally work till like 8 o'clock at the expo. So
yeah. What were you gonna?
Yeah, it's a day where, given any other circumstance, I would have checked on them.
Yeah.
But like even just skipping Monday, knowing that I would do that means that there's the capability of me doing that for more than just the one day, right? And like that scares the shit out of me. And I'm very lucky that very soon all of our snakes are going to be at Nick's. Like as soon as our the elevator in my old building's back up and running, everything can go over to Nick's. So at least that way, you know, if Nick's ever gone or he's having an off couple days, like I can go take care of everything and vice versa. So that fear is almost gone. I only have, I think, one adult rack and the hatchling rack still there. But like, it's still scary to think about. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they're so dependent on us. So it's like, that's why this is such a good subject, because it's so like with other hobbies, you can just like hang it up for a week. Like, oh, I'm having a really shitty week. You know, I'm not going to paint my models. Let's just say whatever the hell. I don't know. But like, you can just be like, screw it. I'll just put them in the closet until I'm feeling it again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But with this, you kind of like, yeah, you can have a couple off days, but you almost have to force yourself back into it. And you know damn well that if you're skipping those 2 or 3 days, if you skip that much, there's work to be done when you hit up that room again. And it's
every day you put off makes the next day so much worse.
So much worse.
But it is scary. Like you're no matter how big your collection is, if your collection is big enough to be called a collection, it's a part-time job. Whether it's an hour a day or a couple hours a week or whatever it is, like it's still a part-time job. You've invested in yourself, and now there's work you have to do because of it.
Exactly.
So that you can't just fucking up and walk away from a job. Like
no.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some jobs out there that are fucking crazy or something. But like, I don't know many employers that would just let you just walk out and come back whenever you felt like.
Yeah. Exactly, man. And like I said, especially with like live animals, that like it's just it's that one thing that you can't just ignore. Like, well, I mean, you can, but not a great idea to ignore. That's not why you're probably doing this. So
this is a good thing to point out, though. My concern isn't necessarily just the feeding part of that. My concern was my willingness to not do something that generally takes such importance, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the concern there is if I got to the point where I was willing to not take care of that at the time, there could come a time where I'm willing to not do it for a second or a third day. And that's where the concern lies. It's not necessarily the feeding itself. Yeah.
It's always that one thing leads to another where you're like, well, they were good that one time, so what's 2 days? And then that can keep building on itself. And yeah, it kind of sucks. And I think, too, for me, like, whenever I do miss out on something like that, I get this, like, I feel like I've let myself down because I'm like, it's such an easy thing to do. And I put, like, pressure onto myself from, like, why can't I just do that? Like, but then I get selfish with my own time. Like, well, I'm just fucking sitting here, like, doing nothing, and then I'll feel lazy, and like, I start like beating myself up for it. But like, that is human nature. Like, sometimes we just don't want to do shit, and different people act differently, right? Like, I mean, some people are just programmed where they're like, my employer,
Where the fuck is Amy?
She's watching Nico.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I guess that's fair. I guess.
Yeah,
that's
I guess.
Fair.
Yeah, another mouth that we need to feed all the time. He needs
those ones. Those ones aren't as forgiving if you take a day off.
No. Yeah, you can't just like leave them in a drawer for a day. It doesn't work the same.
Just top up the water.
Yeah, just top off the water. Did you make sure to top off his water? Yep. Did you give him a rat? Yep. He got his rat. He's moving on to weaned, actually.
Oh my god. Oh, that is way too good.
Yeah. So.
Oh. And that is the whole point.
Yep.
How self-motivated you are is very much in direct correlation with how much, you'll get done, how much you'll do. If you can't get all your work done now where you're at, you can't expand.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So, I mean, everybody hits their level, right? But the reason why this is scary is like the level I'm at, generally, I want to say 9 out of 10 weeks, I can handle it no problem. I could probably take on another 30, 40 animals myself. And that was just sort of my half of the collection.
Yeah.
But then you have an off week after you've taken on that extra 30, 40 animals, and that's an extra 30, 40 animals that, you might have missed a day on or missed 2 days on if you have a schedule in your snake room of like when you check stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's scary. I like to consider myself very motivated when it comes to the snakes, maybe like semi-motivated when it comes to anything that isn't the snakes.
Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Yeah.
I agree to that 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's scary, man. It's just the fear of like this particular fear is kind of what's been weighing on me from all this. Cause it's the first time in a long time that I've been to the point where I was like, I can't deal with the snakes today.
Yeah.
Like the snakes are usually what I do to get away from feeling like that. Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's that getaway. And that's why and I'm the same way. I have zero at the moment. I have zero issue with the amount that I have. I know I could easily do more. But that's the position I'm in currently.
Speaking of which, how are all those babies?
Awesome, man. They're doing good. It's crazy, dude. It's just so funny how long ago you were saying like, hey man, you never know, you could get upwards of like 10 clutches, because I was only expecting like 3 or 4, and sure enough, I'll be hitting 10 clutches like for sure. So yeah, 6 down already, 6 out of the incubator, and 4 more on the way.
That's amazing. So, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Did
you get a fire yellow belly het clown female to hold back?
Okay, there's one fire het clown female, maybe yellow belly, but I produced 2 males, and they look the part basically. The female, I'm unsure. I don't know if she's yellow belly. She could just be fire. She'll be low expression if she is yellow belly. So I'm gonna hold her back, and we'll see after a couple sheds if something pops up. But yeah, no, I hit 2 really nice males, of course, but missed on the female. Yeah,
that's how I feel with everything. So it's all good.
And I got hit hard on that my fire clown to pastel calico clutch. 5 slugs, 2 eggs made it. 1 was a boob egg. And that boob egg produced a calico female het clown, but she's 26 grams. She's tiny.
Oh, no, tiny. But you know what? Every tiny ass snake I've made so far outgrow the fucking rest of the clutch.
I know.
Every single one. Every single one.
I'm hoping, man.
Fuck, man, it's crazy. And one of the ones I had was even a really slow starter. It took her 2 months to start eating on her own, still outgrew the rest of her clutch.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for. And
every single one I've had. It's awesome.
Have you found that you have to assist feed most of them when they're that size, or are they just as...
If it's a boob egg and it wasn't like a complication at birth kind of thing, if they just sort of grew in small,
yeah,
They usually just go off on their own.
Dude, that is awesome to hear. That's amazing because
and the only one I had to assist feed out of a boo bag. I think I assist fed it once normally, and then the second time, as soon as I started to assist feed, it grabbed it and wrapped it on its own, and then it was done. Like it was good from there.
So that gives me hope, man. I'm hoping for. I want her to do well because you just always have that hope when they're that small. You're like, come on, little one, like let's do
this. I get at least one every year now. Like there's at least one of those ones where I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, like, that's how I feel. Holy shit, you're small. Like. Damn.
No, yeah, and actually the one that I had this year didn't make it. But it didn't absorb any yolk. It's not the same situation.
Right.
But yeah, I had a little yellow belly blade clown female. She must have been like 16 or 17 grams.
Holy shit,
tiniest snake I've ever seen. Fully developed, everything. It was crazy.
So crazy.
Yeah. And her yolk was actually attached, like it was fusing into the boob part of the egg. I've never seen it before, so I had to remove her from that, and then I moved her just to a little tiny. And when I say tiny, guys, I'm talking like the FB5 series tub water dishes.
Those like ketchup deli cup things.
Yes, actually, I moved her to one of those on like a single folded sheet of paper towels, real wet. Yeah. Put her in there, poked a little air hole, and she survived like 4 days, I want to say, but she didn't make it.
Fuck, man. That sucks.
Yeah, it sucked. It's been honestly, before these past few clutches that we've had, like the Dream clutch and the Piedhead DG clutch, and then this fucking Pinstripe Clown clutch.
Oh, man. This Pinstripe Clown clutch is nice.
Yeah, but then we used up all of our fucking luck because our entire Stranger clutch went bad.
No.
There's one egg that might be okay, and that's it. And it doesn't look good.
No.
You know what? After the luck we got with the Pin Clown clutch, I'm not that upset. Like, anything from that Stranger was a lot to ask anyway at his age.
Fair enough.
And then this fucking clutch I just had, it just was so good that...
It's amazing.
No, but before that, I literally I've had the worst and best year I've ever had this year.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about this too, actually. And you said you've heard a couple of people been saying this year too.
Yeah, but so at this point, I've lost more animals this year than I've lost all of our other years breeding combined.
Jeez, man.
I've lost 2 full clutches and then another small clutch minus 1 baby that ended up hatching. So I think that totaled like 12 babies. And then I've had 1 or 2 from a few different clutches be deformed, which is the first time ever for us too, that I've had to put down. Oh, and then I had the fucking... Were you in the Discord chat when we kept the ODYB NG Pied clutch?
No, I don't think so.
We did it on the Discord voice chat, video chat, whatever. And it went from the craziest clutch I've ever cut, like excitement-wise, to the most disappointing clutch I've ever had.
Oh, no.
I had 5 eggs. I hit 2 pastel ODYB Enchi Pieds, which would have been females, because the dad was a banana male maker.
Holy shit.
I hit 1 of the same without pastel, which would also be a female. And then I hit 2 crazy banana pied combos. I had 3 other eggs that were just, they didn't make it. We cut them and they were dead in the egg. The other 5 were still good. The 3 females, none of them came out of the egg.
What the fuck, man?
The 2 males that were left, shark mouth, really bad. Those are those 2 banana pieds.
Yes, I remember those. I didn't know about the 3 females in the egg, man. Oh my god, dude, that is devastating.
Literally 2. Every single one of them was at least 90% pattern, which is all I want in a pied.
Oh my god.
So literally hatched, or would have hatched, my dream animal times 3.
3.
All of them died.
Like, oh my god, man, that's so brutal, dude. That is so brutal. I can't even imagine, like... Those are those.
That's 3 dreamsicles. Only have 2 now. One of my dreamsicles died too.
What the fuck? Like, what is going on? And like, this is all you doing the same thing. You didn't try any new incubation method you've always done.
Same way incubated last year with 0 issues, no change.
What the hell, man?
And we didn't even start getting that bad heat until after all this had happened. So
right.
The heat didn't do anything. No idea. Yeah, it's insane. The only difference is this year, that incubator got a little bit more full than I had it previously, and I don't know if that changed anything. But I was checking the heat really often, like at various stages, and I don't feel like that's what it was.
Yeah. No. So. You think? Yeah, I don't know. That's just I wouldn't think so. If you didn't change anything and like you were checking the temps, so I mean. Dude, that's brutal, man. I'm sorry to hear. I didn't know that. I knew about the shark mouth babies, but I didn't realize you lost the 3 other combo pieds like that. Female combo pieds like.
Well, this is gonna sound bad, but the worst part about it was one of the pastel ones had no eyes, and I've always wanted a baby with no eyes for some reason.
Yeah, like for sure.
I just want one to keep because they're creepy.
Yeah, for sure. It's unique.
So that was like especially a kick in the nuts. So it was like, oh, here's that thing you've always wanted. Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah. Let's get you excited, too, by seeing them on the day and what they are. And they're alive and then not alive. Like, it's... And they pass, man. That's just brutal. Sucks, dude.
Yeah, the amount of cool animals we lost, too. I lost a Mojave Black Pastel... Yellow belly, what I suspect is that new gene Billy has, het pied Posset Lab female.
Fuck.
Lost that one dream female, like I said. Fuck. Yeah, there was a bunch. Well, I shouldn't say a bunch. Probably like 15 animals total. But that's still a lot.
That's a lot. And like, obviously, I'm not saying this like, ooh, but like, it's not like they were like what was I gonna say? Like they're stacked animals, and I'm not saying like, oh, they're more important than if it was just a cinnamon, but like it hurts that much more because we've invested more. It takes more time to get that type of animal.
Yeah, and like especially like I keep telling myself too that I'm really happy that we hit 2 other dreamsicles. Because had we only hit that one and it died, I don't know how.
Dude, especially with the dreamsicles for you, man. Like they just like. Why?
There's going to be another year. Like you're going to hatch me one and then kill it too. Like you're going to go that far to fucking spite me on this project. Yeah,
just can't get a dreamsicle, man. Like come on, dude. Like holy crap.
No, and. So what I was saying was like as bad as the year's been, it's also been the best I've ever had.
Yeah.
We've hit a shit ton of different visuals this year. A bunch of stuff we want to hold back, it does not usually happen for us. Like usually we get like maybe 5 to 10% of the animals we make that we'd even consider holding back and then hold back less.
Yeah.
This year I'm having trouble letting go of anything. It's true. Like
That's awesome though, man.
No, it's not because I'm broke.
But it's good though. You'd be more broke if you had to buy those animals this year.
But I was gonna say I wouldn't do that, but I might do that.
Oh come on! There's got to be some you would have bought.
I know. But like even the animals I don't even really want to hold back that are like part of the same clutches. I'm just like, oh, you're really nice. Like
you're really cool.
I just want to see how you'll be at another 100 grams. I don't want to listen to that.
Like, we know how that road goes. Oh, just 100 more, and then it's
I have.
I gotta keep you now.
I have this. What I think is definitely a banana Enchi Odie het pied male, right? Banana Odie Enchi het pied, and then it's possible Super Odie Yellow Belly HRA. I think, but I don't think it's HRA,
dude.
I think it is banana Super Odie Yellow Belly Enchi het pied male, and I don't need it. but man, do I like looking at it.
Yeah. It's hard to get rid of those though, because you're like, damn, you're so cool. Like, why can't I keep you? You know, but
yeah, like honestly, those genetics on a hat, like that's crazy, man. Especially if it proves out to be super OD, because like I think my biggest problem with that is if I sell it, I have to sell it as a banana enchi OD het pied.
Yeah.
And then I have to watch it leave and be like, oh, I know it is super though. And then watch them prove that it's super OD and me go, fuck.
That's the most annoying. Yeah, I was going to say that's the most annoying. You sell it and then 1 year later, because it's the best feeder of all time as well, it's producing orange dream, yellow belly, enchi, banana, pies. Mm-hmm. Like, if you breed that to just a pied
somehow female, leopard got in there too. It doesn't even look leopard. It's just his.
Yeah, of course. It'd be like, oh, it's actually leopard too, by the way, somehow. Yeah, that's the worst, man. It's tough. Like, I have the opposite problem this year. My year's been awesome. I can't complain. We've had like lots of healthy babies and everything, but man, do I have male heavy clutches, like insanely male heavy.
It's funny you say that, because the 2 clutches I did specifically to make holdbacks were my most male heavy clutches.
Yeah. It's great. I love it. So
pied, yellow belly, leopard, desert ghost het pied to pied.
Yeah.
To make visual pied, het DG, and double hets the whole back. And then same leopard DG het pied to an ivory to make everything yellow belly het DG minimum, and then leopard and pos het pieds, right?
Yeah.
Each clutch, like 20% female.
Yeah. Those are the worst. Like, why does it have to be those ones? Because then like, you're only doing it for the one reason. There's one reason you're doing that pairing. So it's like you get all these males, and then it sucks too, because most people want visual males. Like in terms of recessive shit, they want.
Well, see, the one good thing about the pied het DG clutch,
yes,
is that because I was male heavy, I can sell all those males.
Yes,
and those aren't cheap right now.
No, those
pied 100% het desert ghosts.
Yeah, those are good.
So we're probably going to hold back the females. I might like hand pick a male to keep, and then we'll probably move the other 3. But I mean, I did not realize how easy it was going to be to pick the het pieds out of the leopard, yellow belly, het DG pos het pied clutch.
Oh, that's nice. At least that's good.
Oh my god! Well, because yellow belly shows het pied really easily, right. And leopard usually throws like strong het pied markers.
Yep.
So together, like, it's just like, well, this is fucking het pied. This is also het pied. Like, I could sell some of these as double hets, and I wouldn't be wrong. It's pretty crazy.
Sure. For sure. And I think anyone who's investing into that project, like, if you're showing them, like, most people can see it. Like, I know you still have to, technically, but, like, you can pretty much assure someone with those photos and be like, dude, if you...
Yeah, no, I could call you up and be like, hey, man, you want to buy this het DG 50% het pied? Like, I'll sell it to you as this, but like between you and me, I can guarantee that it's going to prove, and I would show you why. And you'd be like, oh yeah, that's going to prove.
That's clearly going to prove.
Yeah, that is going to be a double hat.
Exactly.
It's very, very helpful.
It is, for sure, man. That's that.
But especially when I got such low females, so to be able to be like, I'll take this one, and now I don't need that one, or at least to be able to hold back certain ones as double hets, and then I'll keep, say, one more female is just a het DG to have another one growing up, and then if the one that I don't expect to prove proves, I'm just fucking laughing, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It might not be showing it 100%, but it could still be. Like, it's not that. It doesn't work that way anyways. It works in the fact that it's showing it, but some of the ones that don't show it could still be.
Oh, yeah. We turned this into snake talk because we suck.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm literally running like 2 feet that way to grab a drink. If anybody has any questions or whatever, I'm not going to run this one too long, only just because we're obviously getting back into the swing of things and trying to figure out a format. But if anybody has any questions, please drop them in the comments. Give me like 30 seconds.
Yeah, for sure, man. I'm actually going to read up some of these comments because I haven't even looked down yet.
Perfect.
People talking about the weather.
What's that?
People talking about the weather in the chat here.
I mean, that's what people talk about when they're really excited about things. So I'm glad to hear that.
So, how's the weather over there? The most interesting questions.
Amy's leaving you, apparently.
We're going for a walk. Bye. Bye. Okay, see ya. See ya. See you later. Be careful. Be careful. We live in the ghetto. Just joking. We kind of do. We're like an offshoot to the ghetto, though. So it's not so bad.
So, jumping to another topic that can weigh heavily on mental health. How's everything looking with COVID out there? I heard it's getting kind of bad over there again.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't want to get too deep into like what.
Oh no, I don't want to go down that alley either.
I'm hoping that things stay how they are at least.
I'm more so just asking how it's affecting you, not how you what you think about it.
For me, it's not so bad. I mean, like, we weren't very like social in terms of like we didn't really go out a lot, but I do miss certain things. Like we miss just being able to like go to restaurants mostly, to be honest, or like even simple things like we would do projects where we would just like drop by Home Depot and grab shit and like I don't know, stuff like that, just like little things that aren't. I'm not going to the club on the weekends and shit, you know, but like it's shit like where we just miss simply just going to a restaurant, enjoying a meal, not having to worry about anything, bringing the kids with us and not having to worry about them. Now it's like we're also worried about the kids because, you know, obviously I'm not hating on anyone for vaccine or anything like that, but like they're not getting it yet. We got ours, but they can't get theirs yet. So it's like we have to be protective of them. So it's more so not bringing them out, you know. So there's those little things that we miss. Like I said, like going to restaurants and shit. Just our little trips to the mall, blah blah blah, whatever. We don't even really like the mall. We just go to do shit, you know. Like I
feel like a lot of people do that. They're just like, I just need to go do something. So.
Yeah, just to get out, you know, like to get out of the house. And we try to do like outdoorsy things. Like we have. The Bow River over here, so we'll go for like walks around the river and shit. So at least we're outside, and people are pretty good about. I mean, it's not a packed river or anything. Like most of the places we go aren't packed, so it's pretty easy to like stay distant, I guess, from people and shit like that. So it hasn't affected us too much, but family too. That's another thing. Like we're always worried about bringing the kids to. Like my brother's a tattoo artist and his girlfriend's a tattoo artist. So like they're seeing people every day basically in close proximity. So he just saw our kids for like the first time in like a fucking year, man. It was nuts. So
it's insane, man.
It's the small things, man. It's the small things for us. And I think that's been the biggest effect, I would say.
It kind of sucks for me to see because like I was getting really gung-ho about going out to your expo next month.
I know. Yeah. And I mean, that was another thing I was worried about. I was like, holy shit, dude. Cause it does seem like things were getting better. And then all of a sudden it's like, now it's like getting worse again. And I was worried. I was like, man, are they going to push back the show again? Like, I don't even know what's going to happen. I don't know if there's been talk about mandatory masks, inside again. Like you
guys had your mask mandate taken away.
We did. But I don't know how long that's going to last now because now they're talking about bringing it back, which I was like, Jesus, man, that did not last long. So
we never lost ours. So
yeah. It's still on. Yeah. So,
everywhere.
And it's half and half. Like when I just went to Walmart like last week and it's like half people still wearing masks, half people aren't. And that's the thing. I'm not going to shame anyone. Do whatever the hell you want. But that's just how it's going right now, and hopefully they don't have to bring it back. I mean, I still wear mine, to be honest with you. I do because I feel for people who are at work 8 hours a day and have to wear it. I'm not saying that it's so easy to just wear it. Like I'm not getting there, but for me in my exact position, I don't mind wearing a mask for 30 seconds. It doesn't bug me. But yeah, I do feel for people who have to who are just working their day-to-day jobs and have to wear it for 8 hours a day. Because I know that shit must get uncomfortable, man. And as a bigger guy with a beard, these masks fucking suck. I cannot find it. Also, if anyone knows of a mask for a bearded gentleman who's on the larger scale, please hit me up.
Oh, I have a mask for you. Nick,
did you find one?
Nick has a couple. I don't wear it. Yeah. Just because I don't like it's it's a mask and also a beard cover.
See, that's what I need to find, because mine just like sits and floats here.
I gotta wear a work one when I'm at work, so it's just.
Is that what you're wearing though? Like that work one? Does that?
No, it does this. So I constantly have like the worst like bedhead on my face.
Yeah, that's exactly, man.
Yeah, but no. Nick bought one. I'll ask him what the name of the company was, and I'll send it to you. But
yeah,
he loves it. Like, I don't know if he still uses it, but he did love it.
Yeah, that'd be good, because none of mine work at all. And I mean, I don't have to wear them that often, but still.
So yeah, that was sort of getting on to another point. Anyway, like I don't know how many people are like me. But I like having like little things to look forward to.
Yeah.
So like when I have clutches and stuff like that, that's kind of what it is, right? But I always like having like one sort of almost a little bit far away thing. It's like really worth it, like a trip.
Yeah, for like sure.
An event.
Yeah.
Something, right?
Yep.
And with COVID and everything, like even booking a vacation is so fucking unclear. Like, yeah, you could look forward to it for the next fucking 5 months, but on month 6, if all of a sudden things flare up again, you're fucked. Like,
exactly. And then you're putting
all done waiting all that time.
Oh, exactly. And all that excitement, like you said, that's actually a really good point to bring up, that you always have that thing to look forward to. And man, has COVID brought shambles to that type of feeling.
And I think a lot of people that deal with mental illness sort of use that as like almost a coping mechanism, like sort of having something to kind of look towards. And yeah, man, it's tough. I know I do, like, or at least I used to before COVID. Even if it was at my own, financial expense, I'd always try to have something in line for myself just to kind of get through the next day.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I think a lot of people can definitely relate to that, and especially while you're working, man, you just kind of go day by day, and then week by week, you're like, fuck yeah, another week down. Now I'm at 10 more weeks till vacation, whatever. You go day by day, and it helps you with that push, because it gives you that thing to look forward to.
So I'll just be honest. My thing is resorts. Like, I'll spend a little bit of money and go to like a nice resort for a week. That's my vacation. I know everybody wants to hear that I want to go fucking herping in fucking Indonesia or whatever, but like, dude, if I find some iguanas while I'm swimming in the fucking saltwater pool getting drunk, I'm happy.
That's amazing. But you can
just
find
being
that
honest.
Technically. Yeah. No, I mean, dude, I'm the same way. I don't want to go wrestle crocodiles or whatever the fuck. I would agree, to be honest. I like all that
I want
shit.
someone to fucking feed me.
Yeah.
Give me beer and clean up my fucking puke when I throw up.
I want to be able to swim up and get a drink, basically. Yeah. Not
in any direction. Like, just sort of any way you go, there's somewhere to get drunk from. That's what I want. That's all I want. Is that so much to ask? To be able to get drunk in any direction I choose to head?
No, I don't think so. I think that's perfectly normal thing after like multiple weeks of BS.
No, that's a terrible alcoholic thing. You shouldn't say that.
What? Did I miss something? Sorry.
Yeah, I said all the time.
I mean, yeah, I didn't hear you say all the time. I thought you meant on vacation. I was like, no. Why the hell would that? What the hell else are you gonna do there? Sit.
I've seen people read.
Dude.
Sorry I even said that. We're gonna have to end this episode now.
I've seen people read, and my answer, we're real educated around here, so like, yeah.
That's really funny.
But yeah, no, I think that's totally normal. I haven't been to too many resorts, mostly Cuba, but I enjoyed them as I went. Like, I hate to be honest, I hate flying. I hate airports. I don't know anyone who enjoys flying. Maybe that is a thing, but
I like flying.
I hate flying.
I find it so relaxing.
Not even it's not the flying. It's everything around the flying. Going to the airport, sitting in line, them thinking I'm something else that I'm not.
The travel part of flying sucks 100%.
Yes.
The whole part of starting to pack up to getting on the plane sucks. And then everything from getting off the plane onward until you're at your destination sucks.
Yes, exactly.
The flight itself is kind of like, oh, it's kind of spooky. We're in the air and we could die at any moment. But
but yeah, I do agree. The actual flight isn't too bad. I don't mind that because I'm just like, I'm just sitting here watching like movies, really, or I can pass out if I want, whatever. Have a couple drinks.
Depending what flight you're flying on, just getting drunk.
Like. Yeah, exactly. So that part's not too bad. But I think definitely that helps. It helps you get through the day-to-day, having that thing in the future that you can look forward to. And
I honestly think one day, and this might be like a year or more in the future at this point, we should like put together like a Discord like vacation. And just a bunch of us just go and
that would be crazy, dude.
Yeah, just a bunch of us go and fucking talk bullshit about snakes and get drunk.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
And then we come back and everybody hates me because now they know how terrible of a drunk I am. Once I get off the lives, the best.
Yeah. You're like, where's everyone in the Discord? What the fuck?
Why is there 3 people?
3 people? What the hell? No, man. It's all good. I get pretty.
No, I know. It was too good of a joke to pass up.
That's amazing. Oh my god!
I really like how the light keeps like flaring out my sign every once in a while, and
dude,
just
it's sweet.
Comes back.
I love it, man. I think it's just so funny how that sign. It looks like a very expensive piece, basically. Like I was like, holy shit, Chris really.
Like it almost looks like an LED kind of display or something like that, but not quite. Yeah, well, no, it's a cheap ass piece of vinyl and a cheap ass bar sign behind it turned on. That's it.
But because of like you said, because it keeps kind of like the camera's messing with the light, but it looks like the LEDs are like moving in the background essentially. Yeah,
I'm showing you behind the curtain. It's a Mad Jack sign.
That's amazing. It's nice though because you can't see through it. It's giving the perfect amount of light.
Though. Oh, 100%. No, it was 100% a stupid happy accident.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it looks awesome. Like holy shit.
I got very, very lucky, and I was very happy.
You turned it on. You're like, damn, that works damn well.
Man, no, I was happy with it. But anyway, I don't think I saw a single fucking question. Maybe this isn't quite the show for questions. I don't know if maybe for the next one we should have a couple topics thought up in case there's a lull or no questions.
Yeah.
But if there's anything anybody wants us to discuss, I mean, I'm not going to leave this going too much longer. I want these shows to kind of be a little more properly segmented and digestible.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'll probably leave this going another 10 minutes. So if anybody has anything they want to have discussed or whatever, one good one is, it was really funny. So we just had our first expo in over 18 months, right?
Yep.
They cut the time slots into 2-hour pieces. So basically the vendors were there from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then it was open from 9 to 6 p.m. So there was 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 3, and then 3 to 6 for some reason. But I've heard from a lot of people that like it was a nice system for the vendors, and I'll agree. Like it was great. People weren't crowding and pushing, and like it was beautiful. I love
That's nice.
But it's amazing how little you can do in 2 hours. It was not a big show by any means.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't a big show. And I've had multiple people now tell me that they felt like overwhelmed to the point where they didn't get a chance to look at every table.
Yeah, that's a shitty feeling to feel.
What I didn't realize, because when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, 2 hours. That's a good amount of time. Like, it's 2 hours. Like, if I go to a reptile show, if I show up at 11, I'm probably not walking out until 4, even if I'm only going to buy one thing. Like, especially for those of us like a little heavier in the hobby. You don't go to look at the animals. You looking at the animals is almost secondary. You know what I mean? Like, you kind of check them out, but you're going to fucking socialize. You're going to talk to the people you know. You're going to potentially meet new people. And it is very easy to lose 20 minutes in a conversation with one person.
Easy.
And if you know more than two people there, that's
it's so true, man. Like, you could literally go to three tables and half your time is taken up by 3 tables. If you know, especially if you know the person, because you haven't fucking talked to them in person for, 18 months. With some people, right? Like, just some people you see at the shows and you're like, oh shit, man, I haven't seen.
But it's still different. Like, even if I talk to you every day, if I haven't seen you in 18 months, like, fucking seeing you in person is a whole different dynamic, right? You like 100%. There's stuff you still haven't talked about in those 18 months where you talked every day.
Yeah, for sure. Until
you see each other in person, you're like, oh shit, like,
yes, especially when there's a group of snakes in front of you, because then you start,
So, 2 things here. First of all, this isn't going to be a weekly show, only because I feel like this is going to be one of those shows, and this was a little less prepared than I think these be in the future, and that's 100% on me. I kind of decided on a whim I wanted to start these up again.
Yeah.
Very late in the day on Monday, and then my yesterday was very crazy. But I would like to have a couple more topics sort of predetermined in case there's any lulls in conversation. I would like these to stay, like, obviously people are here because they're part of the overall exotics community. So, this show obviously comes from the heart of that. But I would like to keep the actual, like, animal talk to a minimal amount unless it directly correlates to something being discussed. And that's why I don't think I'm going to make this a weekly show. Just because I don't think people are going to want to tune in to something non-reptile centric that much.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sal and I can talk. It could be maybe bi-weekly or monthly, or maybe we do it once every 3 weeks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Haven't really put too much thought into the recurrence of it. I just know once I decided it had to come back, I wanted to make a point to do it, to put it out there, not only for other people, but so now I have that sort of sense of like, oh shit, I said I was going to do this, so now we're doing it.
Yep.
But that said, when we first started doing this, when we were supposed to be doing it in a recurring fashion before, Sal and Amy did agree to be part of this moving forward. And obviously, there might be shows where they're not available, and that's totally fine. But I think the plan, unless Sal has something else going on, was to have them be a part of the shows. And then if anybody else wanted to come on, they would come on in addition too.
Yeah. So, I think that would be great too, to have just some other people with a different perspective and like talk about what they could possibly be going through, which would be great too. Sometimes it helps just to voice stuff, but I think it'd be awesome to have someone on with us, basically.
So I actually posted, I'll hold off on this for a second.
Yeah.
I actually posted in the Discord today, and I had a few people reach out saying that they want to come on. Awesome. So I think what I would like to do is the next one of these sort of have it a little more formatted. And you and I can obviously talk about it.
Yeah.
And we can figure out something that, maybe works or maybe doesn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we can figure out kind of a game plan, like maybe have 4 topics. And, if we ever hit a quarter of an hour without being on a specific subject, I don't know. We can figure it out.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I was going with that.
Well, I feel what you said, though.
No, yeah, but I have no idea where I was going. Like, I had a focus and I lost it.
It's gone. It's gone. We will talk about our focus.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes, cheers. Straight vodka. Just
I really hope that's what that is.
Oh my god.
It's water, isn't it?
It's water.
Woohoo! LD Exotics.
All right.
How do y'all unwind after Oh, main season. Okay, is done. All I do is rehype about next year, worried I'll never stop. Oh, dude, I could put a pair together for the first time this year and be like, man, I'm so excited for what I'm going to do with the babies from this pairing 2 years from now. Like, it's going to be so crazy. My brain, like, is like pairing the baby that I haven't gotten yet from this pairing to a female already next year that I have growing up. It's bad. It does not go away. It only gets worse.
Yeah. I swear I have like notes of like possible animals that I may produce like next year and what I can do with them, and then base it on when they will actually breed for me. I'm like, well, if she takes 2 years, I'll put her in rotation here. But if she takes 3 years for some reason, I have to do the next year too, just in case. And then what male will I have? Well, it depends what I hit this year. Like, it's just like a never.
And then maybe if I hit something this year and it grows up quick enough, I can have a male from the baby I haven't made yet for the next year, and that will be ready. Like,
it's so ridiculous.
Holy fuck, dude, chill. You're pairing 2 sets of animals you've never made.
Nope, like, you don't even know if you're gonna hit it. Yeah, but it
happens though. It happens to all of us.
100%. It's
but hard not to. Literally every time I cut a clutch, as soon as I see what I have in a clutch, I subconsciously make this idea of what I want to get out of it, sex odds wise.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I did it until I did it with this fucking pin clown clutch, and it came out exactly how I predicted it. And I was like, and then it was like this crazy self-realization moment where I was like, whoa, wait the fuck on. Like, whoa, what?
What?
Oh, like, it was really funny because once I realized what I had, I was like, oh man, well, I obviously want the fucking crazy ass animal to be a male because I wanted to replace Dad. And I was like, I need something in the clutch to sell. So the thing I like the least is the pewter pin clown. So if that's a male, I can still make. What's that?
Sorry, I was just saying that's insane that's the thing you like the least.
Out of this clutch, it is fucking nuts.
Wow.
But sorry. I just I was hoping the crazy animal obviously was a male because you want it to be able to hopefully go into your breeding season next year, if not the year later at least, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, and I want the pewter pin clown male to be a male because I need to be able to sell something. And I know that's at least a pewter pin clown. It's a kind of uncommon combo.
Yeah.
I don't need another pastel animal.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
3 of my clown project males have pastel already.
Yeah.
So I was like, if that's a male, that's a fucking bonus. I can sell him. He'll move because he's beautiful and
absolutely.
How many people do you know has a fucking pewter pin clown? Like, there's not many.
Combo.
And then the rest of them, I was like, I just need them to be female, man. Like, I don't even know what the fuck they are. And they started crawling out, and I started sexing them. And I was like, oh, female. Oh, my God. We got a female? Like, fucking the one I called the Lifeline.
Yes.
The pastel pinstripe. I'm pretty sure it's pastel pinstripe. I said pretty sure and then immediately doubted myself.
Like, wait, maybe not.
So I'm pretty sure it's pastel pinstripe spot nose yellow belly clown.
Damn, man.
Because it doesn't look anything like any lemon blast clown I've ever seen, and I've went through a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
Usually it blows out the pattern on the sides a bit. No dorsal. It's like sort of like it looks actually more like my pewter pin clown, but just yellow instead of like the gray.
Right.
Whereas this has a completely connected dorsal that's super broken, and then all the side patterns still intact. So it's obviously pinstripe, but it looks nothing like. So that thing came out, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, we got a female!" Like, first animal, amazing female. Like, I was thrilled because obviously we've been having kind of a shitty year, so I was like, "Hit my pin clown, and it's a girl." Like my first pin clown, and I got a girl.
Oh man, so sick, dude.
Second animal crawled out. That's the Stinny pin, either spot nose or yellow belly female. I don't know. I can't tell. It's all fucked. Text that. fucking female. And I was like,
holy shit.
What the fuck? Okay, sure, this is great. Third animal crawled out. This is a spot-nosed, pinstripe, yellow-belly clown. Female.
Oh my god.
Then that fucking crazy-ass male crawled out. And it was my first male. And, like, as every animal came out, I kind of, like, realized that I was, like, almost like, no, this is exactly what I had put together for this clutch in my head. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of just slowly realized it. And by the time I got to the last animal that came out, it was the only het in the clutch. It's what I believe to be I think it's everything minus the visual clown. Female. So I think it's pastel, pinstripe, cinnamon, spot-nosed yellow belly hat.
Holy shit.
And I sexed it and it was a female. And I was like, I just got 3 super fucking, like, kicked out the ass female visuals. Got the exact male I wanted. And then this stupid fucking crazy looking hat came out of female too. Like,
holy crap.
I don't get these odds.
That's insane. That's an insane clutch. No wonder. Like, no wonder you were beaming on that one.
If that clutch hadn't come out that good, I might have lit somebody on fire this past Sunday.
Yeah, seriously. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. I might have actually lit somebody on fire.
Your face afterwards, as you're, like, thinking about it, you're like, do you know the person you would have lit on fire, though?
No, but I could probably narrow it down a bit.
Yeah, it's pretty easy
to
find.
Not really wanna?
No, we're joking, obviously. You would never do that.
Don't really want? No, I would. I'm just not going to say who. I'm not incriminating myself like that. Are you crazy?
That's what I mean. That's why I thought you were joking.
Oh, yes, I am joking, of course.
Yes, of course you are. He would never do that. Oh, man. It's too much.
I can and I will.
Like, keep on people on fire.
God. Anyway.
Stop.
All right. We've actually gone past. What's that?
Yes. No, I just said stop lighting people on fire. You're good.
I can't. No, I can't. Don't tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Well, actually, I've been meaning to talk to you, Chris.
Oh, God damn it. Why does this keep happening?
Not again.
How many moms do I have?
How many do I have? Who's the real one? Okay. Sorry.
All right. Anyway, guys. If anybody has any suggestions, I've had 4 drinks, and they weren't strong, and I feel super fucked up from them.
Yes.
So I think I might just go to bed.
Yep. Do it up.
Sorry, this comment caught me a little off guard.
Kill me. Whoa, shit.
That's something. I am 100% joking about lighting people on fire, guys.
Yeah.
I don't. Jesus Christ, Sal, shut the fuck up for a second.
Yeah, he's joking. He would never do that.
Oh my God, fuck's sakes. Oh, this is too much for me. Anyway, if anybody has any suggestions for things that they think should be on the show, whether maybe just be a standard question or a feature of some kind.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Find me on Instagram. If you're not part of the Discord, you should be. But you can find me on Instagram. Just send us a DM. We answer everybody. But you know what? We're gonna be working on the format to this a little bit in the future here. We'll obviously announce when the next show is going to be. And these fucking comments.
He's taking heat for you, literally.
That's because Pete's the best.
Yeah, he is. He is the best. Pete's a good guy, man.
He really is, guys. If you're not following for Pete Snakes,
definitely, man.
This is my shitty attempt at an outro, but yeah, if anybody has anything they want particularly discussed, also you can send to me. I'm sure even Sal will be more than happy to receive the messages, relay the information. But I would like to make this more of a thing. I would like to make it more inclusive. If anybody wants to come on and like if they have a particular subject or instance that they would like to talk about, obviously, you know, we would love to do that. Reach out to either of us for that as well. But yeah, it's kind of an introduction episode to this. It was more just us shooting the shit, but I mean, this would be expected. We kind of just go off.
Yeah, we touched on some subjects. I think we always kind of end up veering a little bit, but
yeah, it's terrible. We need a third party to sort of be like, guys, what the fuck?
So.
Fuck up. This is me time, and we go, oh yeah, sorry.
We need a little bit more structure, and then that way, but we can figure that out. We can, you know, we'll have topics and we'll have questions, and you know, especially if we have someone on here with us that's kind of more so directing it towards a certain topic. That'll help.
Well, and I would never expect the guest to direct it towards anything. I just think it would probably keep both of us a little more, because this didn't happen when I was interviewing Mandy. So I just assume having a third party will probably help.
Yeah.
Because when you and I start talking, it just sort of, wherever it goes, it goes.
Yep, that happens. So
anyway, we just keep sort of veering off at the end here too. So, guys, I don't know why you're still here. Like I said, we'll be announcing the next show probably in the next couple days, just because I want to create a schedule for myself, and so everybody knows when to expect these. Not too sure how recurring this will be. If I can do every 2 weeks, and if Sal wants to do every 2 weeks, I think that might be a good interlude. But you know, we'll figure it out and tell you guys. But other than that, I mean, I had fun.
Oh, me too, man. This is always a blast. I love it, and I look forward to getting into some topics and stuff, and you know, like you said, once we figure it out a little bit better.
Randy, you're just making me feel so good.
Why would we leave?
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it here. I still have dinner to eat, so I should probably do that. That might be.
You probably should, man. What time is it over there? 8:30? 9?
Just before 8:30.
Just before 8:30.
But I've had a few drinks now, and that might be.
Yeah, that's pushing a little bit of the hunger.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Angel Carol Reptiles just joined. Sorry, sorry, dude.
Hey. What?
I'm gonna leave a 1-star review on your Facebook page.
Whoa, that is low for Pete Snakes. Yeah.
Completely against what this fucking show's supposed to be about. Yeah. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. Anyway, guys, thanks so much. This was super fun.
Yes.
I will be, I think, tomorrow announcing like the shit, the information. I'm not. Anyway, have a good night, guys. Go do your stuff. Go do your stuff.
Have a good night.
Bye.